Hello, today we are going to start with the program of stack. As we all know that we include certain header files for the program running stdio.h for basic input and output statements, stdlib.h because I am using exit function there. I have defined a constant size. The value of that constant is 5. Later I have wrote three prototypes of push, pop and display functions. These are the prototypes because later in the main function I'm going to use these three functions, push, pop and display. Next I have declared four global variables, array, the name of the array is yes and size is 10, a variable top which is initialized to -1 which helps as the index value, then a choice ch and the item to be read from the input. As soon as I enter the main function, we enter a do while loop. In the do while loop, I have wrote a printf statement which tells 1 for push, 2 for pop, 3 for display and 4 for exit. Later it asks for enter the choice. So I have to enter a choice. Like if I want to push an item, I have to press 1. If I want to pop an item from the stack, I have to press 2. If I want to display the elements of the stack, I have to press 3. And if I want to exit from the program, I have to press 4. So depending upon the choice that I provide, that is given as an input to the switch statement and the case will be executed in the switch statement. If I have selected 1 for push, then case 1 will be executed. It asks enter the element to be inserted. So I read the element from the keyboard and store it inside the variable item. Then I'm calling the function push. When I call the function push here, the flow of control will come to this point. The item which I have read will be passed to this place. Later, for stack overflow, first I have to check whether there is place inside my stack to insert an element or not. To do it, I first check the size of the top. If top is equals to size minus 1, what is my size? My size is 5. 5 minus 1 is 4. If my top has reached a value 4, I cannot insert any elements. Hence, I write stack overflow. If that is not the case, the else block will get executed, where I write first I increment the value of top. Top is initialized to -1. Remember, the very first time I am going to execute this program, my top will get incremented. -1 plus 1 is 0. So top is initialized the value 0. So next, in the next statement, I am going to insert a item inside the stack. S of 0 is equals to item. Let the item be 10. So 10 will be inserted at the position S of 0. So once it is done, the flow of control will return to this point. Because the next statement is a break statement, the break will make the flow of control to come out of this switch statement and enter the loop. How it will enter? It will check for this condition here. If ch is less than 4, because I had selected 1 for push, the value of ch will be 1, which is less than 4. So it is true. So I re-enter the loop. So when I re-enter the loop, again it will display 1 for push, 2 for pop, 3 for display and 4 for exit. Now this time let me select 2 as my option, then the case 2 will be selected. The pop function will be called. In the pop function, first I have to check for the stack underflow condition. How do I check? The condition is when the top is equals to -1, my stack is underflow. So if it is not the case, the else block will be executed. Then in the stack, as we all know, the last entered element should be the first one to be removed. So my top will be pointing, or it will be holding the index value of the array, which is the topmost element. So I am going to display s of top. So as soon as I display the element s of top, because I assume that it is removed from the stack, I have to decrement the value of top. So top is equals to top minus 1. when these two statements are executed, my flow of control will go back to the switch statement. The next statement is the break statement. The break will cause the flow of control to come out of the switch statement and check for the while condition. Now I had selected it 2, so 2 is less than 4, true. So it again enters the do while loop. This time let me select 3 from the menu. When I select 3 from the menu, the display function will get executed. Again, if I want to display any elements from the stack, there should be some elements present inside the stack. How do I check whether my stack is having some elements or not? It depends upon the value of the top. When my top is equals to -1, there are no elements inside my stack and hence I cannot display any elements. So I check for the condition. If my top is equals to -1, stack underflow, or else I run a for loop to visit all the elements inside my stack one by one. The value of loop control variable I is initialized to 0, 0 less than or equals to top. If the condition is true, I enter the for loop. I print the value of s of I. Currently, for the first iteration, the value of I will be 0, so s of 0 will get printed. Later, I increment my I will be 1, 1 less than or equals to top. If that condition is true, I again enter the for loop and execute it. So likewise, all the elements inside my stack will be displayed. After displaying, the flow of control will come back and the break statement here will make the flow of control to come out of the switch statement and the condition in the while loop will be executed. Ch less than 4. So this time I had selected 3. So 3 less than 4 will be true, hence I enter the do while loop. I can select 1, 2, 3 as many times as required, 1 for push, 2 for pop and 3 for display. When I'm completely done with testing the program or using the stack, I can select 4 for exit, and in the 4, if I choose the 4, I have used the function exit 0, which will make the program to terminate. So this is the explanation for the program. Let me run and show you how this program works. So first you have to go to build and build it. So when I build it, it shows 0 errors, 0 warnings. Then I run the program. So you can see that it is showing the menu. I select 1 to push. First element entered is 10. Again I select 1. I select 20. 1 push. I choose 30 to be inserted inside the stack. 1, 40, 1 and 50. Now remember that the size of my stack is 5 and I'm completed inserting 5 elements inside the stack. What happens if I try to insert the 6th element inside the stack? See, it shows stack overflow. That means my stack is full and I cannot insert that 60 inside my stack. Now let me display the elements of the stack. See, 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50 are shown. Let me start popping up the elements. 2 is for pop. Now I am choosing the option 2. Deleted element is equals to 50. Why 50 came out? Because it was the last element that was inserted inside the stack. Let me choose again 2. 40 is also removed. Now let me display the elements of the stack. 3, 10, 20 and 30 because 50 and 40 are removed. Let me pop all the elements from the stack. 2, 30 is removed, 20 is removed, 10 is removed. Now again, what happens if I try to remove the elements? 2, stack is underflow. It is telling that I do not have elements inside my stack to be removed. Now what happens if I try to display the elements of the stack? 3, stack is underflow. That means there are no elements to be displayed. So even when the stack is empty, if I choose to pop an element, it says stack is underflow. Even if I try to display the elements from the stack, it shows stack is underflow. Now let me choose 4 to exit from the program. So I got exited. Hope you have understood how the stack program works. Thank you.